Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are knee deep in shit right now, and we are learning a lot. God, no matter. We were just talking about this before we started this session of recording about how, first of all, how much this is much longer than we expected, which is not a bad thing, but like the first chapter was so short, we thought that they would be all about the same, but also about how we had no idea where this was going.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit of this is kind of some of the things that we've kind of discerned. Like, we kind of had a pretty solid idea that he had to be like eternally young,
Yeah.
um, and that like it, we've seen that he has some sort of connection to
Amorous
to yes.
abilities.
Like, people view him as an embodiment of love, and he may in fact be some sort of embodiment like that. But we haven't seen anything that's like directly succubusy.
Well, we kind of
Yet.
did. I mean,
I
with
mean,
the whole scene with.
in the journal, we haven't
Oh,
had any
yeah,
information
yeah.
like that. But I guess that's true. We have seen like this succubusy
That
type thing.
freakish scene that I'm still wigged out by. I'm.
Farmer.
No.
Bang bang.
No.
Bang bang.
I don't think I'll ever watch those videos.
Run,
I'm like,
bunny.
I don't want to hear myself saying these things. Anyway, let's go on ahead and get started.
Okay. I have been staying in the Old March farm.
No.
They are... What?
Nothing.
Just dramatic response to, not the Old March farm.
Not any farm.
Oh, yeah. Run, bunny. They are good people. They invited me to eat with them, and it was in the warmth of their fire that I knew that I must leave. I will only destroy their happiness. For the briefest of moments, I was able to experience what it is like to be part of a family, not an outsider, but accepted. Little Sissy has taken a liking to me, though. Children are curious creatures. They are a constant reminder to humans of their own impending death, their own weakness and mortality. Yet, people keep making them over and over. One may wonder why, but it is not difficult to understand. It is the tantalizing thought, the hope that no matter your past mistakes, you are able to make something pure at one point. Watch it grow, watch it live. Such a poor thing looking up to you for love and care. It is both power and vulnerability, both selfish and selfless. A curious thing, indeed.
As a father, how do you feel about that?
I certainly I could see that there's motives there that some people have. I was hesitant to become a father at all, especially of, with a father of somebody that was cursed with my DNA, because I got a lot of shit DNA going on, with mental health and various stuff. I don't want anyone to go through, and was somewhat convinced otherwise. And I've had no regrets. I just hope my daughter has been spared, like, the learning disabilities and the mood disorders and such. We won't know for a while.
Yeah.
But like there's definitely an attitude that some people have, and I think it's more evident. It's less evident when you like think about your own, like see them with their own children. It's when people start questioning the motives of people that don't have children that I feel like this most comes out, that there is a motive of this selfish, like there, if you feel like there's something wrong with somebody who doesn't have a child or isn't trying to have one, usually I feel like that's a sign that your original desires for having a kid yourself were not selfless. Like that you wanted some part to pass on, or to validate yourself, in some way.
Interesting.
So that's my thoughts.
Rosa shuffled through more pages and saw a different penmanship in one such entry. It caught her eye.
January 1500, new century. I like it. I smell change in the air. It is so much easier to lie when you have the means. Trading is a good sport. My name nowadays is Baron Eric Dubashire. How could I have forgotten mankind's paralyzing obsession with titles? Names have power. Titles have power. I simply brought a horse and good robes and introduced myself as such. Everyone fawned over it. I could get used to this. The taste is, refreshing. I must plan this better next time. A background, a story. People love stories. Maybe I shall be an actor next. This is Guijem making up new personas, and so this is him trying out becoming the first voice actor. Curtains everywhere. Human nature stays the same. The powerful will take advantage of the damned. So it is all a struggle for control. Is that all there is? I have thought it would be different somehow. In a learned class, in a different era. What was I expecting? Fortunately, I am already well acquainted.
The next entry's penmanship was scratchy and difficult to understand.
I am tired of this life. It is all an endless cycle, and I can't stand the taste of this any longer. Love turns to ash in my mouth. I am trying to stop. I want to stop. It is my 7th day without consuming anything other than normal food. It barely grazes the bottom of my stomach. I want to see if I will die without eating love. I am sick of this. Alright, I feel like I thought he was like going to be like going in dramatic, but I feel like that's like genuine drama, so that may have come out a little weird. Ah, now you know what he is, Rosa. He consumes love. I do not know exactly what he is, but he is a monster. A daemon. Didn't I tell you? I felt it in my bones that I no longer have because you had me cremated against my wishes. What is wrong with you?
We're definitely.
I need another. Wait for her to complain.
Read more?
Oh, we gotta read. How could we not read more?
Exactly.
That's insane. Perhaps there might be more, though. This is my 10th day without it, and I am still alive. Barely. I can't even see where I am writing anymore. I am so weak. My body is in pain. Am I dying? I am afraid. After all my whining, I still want life. Isn't that funny? I am sleeping again. Sleep is the only thing that sustains me. It is dangerous for me to linger in sleep's domain, especially when I have not eaten. I have to keep writing. It's the only way to tell my mind is still my own. Maybe I should find something. I can't take it anymore. That was another. I wasn't trying to go that far off again, but start, then you gotta roll with it.
So that was why he fell so easily for the sedatives.
That is not all. Perhaps we can destroy him this way as well. He is most vulnerable right now. If we attack now, he won't be able to put up any defenses. 12th February 1601. I have rewritten all of my entries into a new journal. I have kept some that were close to my heart. I don't know why I still keep writing. Perhaps this journal is my will to live. I look back on it and it reminds me of the years I have endured. Sometimes I have a suspicion that this is my only reason. This perverse obsessive compulsion to hoard time, years, names. It can't end because it's such a shame. It is almost time to leave again. 19th of August, 1605. My ship arrived in France today. I plan to settle in a smaller town. I am sick of the taste of instant gratification. Maybe I will try a different approach next time. I need to blend in with the citizens first. My French needs work.
That's such a candid, mundane line.
This is today's entry. 29th of June, 1724. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I shouldn't care so much. It always ends up broken or destroyed. I never learn. I should leave before.
The entry was not finished, and some fresh pages were torn out of the book. Even if there were no names mentioned, Rosa felt that the last entry was for Catherine. There were more entries that she didn't explore, but she decided to close the book. She had read enough for now. Achievement unlocked. Incomplete journal.
Incomplete journal.
I wonder why she didn't finish reading. Okay. Rosa's hands were shaking by then.
No. I think what they mean by incomplete journal is like, I think she saw that there was some other entries randomly about in some pages that probably weren't important, but like the Catherine onwards had recently been yanked, I think.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Like for some reason, maybe he had suspicion that this might happen and didn't want those entries to be seen under any circumstances, and so like he destroyed them, or he may have them like on his person. Or, you know, it'd be really crazy.
What?
What if they're in that locket?
Huh.
Remember the locket?
No, I didn't at all. A growing feeling of understanding came over her. His thoughts were too much like her own. They were too similar. Guillaume consumes love. Rosa remembered the taste in her mouth when she had kissed... Ooh, that's Catherine. There was something else in that kiss. Now I remember, we did talk about Cupid, but we thought that he was like more of a spirit that clung onto Guillaume. And then during that moment, it went to Rosa. There was something else in that kiss. A boundless flavor that coated her mouth and made her realize how hungry she was. The same night that Catherine began to change. Oh no, she was gonna think it was her. Rosa's throat throbbed. The thumping felt like it resonated through her whole body. Rosa fell to her knees. The same feeling of dread began to rise up in her throat. The mere mentioning of the thought seemed to summon the feeling in her chest. She gagged.
Uh-oh.
Did I taste Catherine's love that night? Then that must mean that I am also... Mother? Am I... the same? She hastily pulled...
I always thought you were a monster.
Thank you, Mother. She hastily pulled out the locket that Guillaume had given her previously. It was still as difficult to open as before. But right now, Rosa was armed with a terrifying conclusion. She struggled with the damn thing until she thought her nails would peel off her fingers. The pendant popped open, revealing a yellowing portrait inside.
Oh, finally figured it out, have you? Do you see it now? Do you see why Mother wants his punishment? My child, he is a monster.
Daddy.
The very thing I stopped you from becoming. Don't you see? I saved you. I stopped you from feeding on other people's love. I didn't want you to be filthy. Mother's love is all you need.
Oh my god.
What? Hold up.
This...
Like, okay.
Oh,
There
I'm
was
definitely having like a mindfuck right now.
Yeah, this is like... It revealed a couple more points that we were right on, but like...
It's still shocking.
It's like... Of course it could have happened, and I guess I picked up on something because I was like, oh, I bet she's also not human, but I never had the thought that she could be, offspring. Like, I was even just thinking previously, I'm like, I wonder if he can have kids. I bet he probably can. And like, I didn't even...
Well...
Had no... Nope, he can have kids.
Well, let's keep going. We might be wrong. We might be jumping to conclusions, even though...
But there's also the thing, like, if he can have kids, how many kids has he had? Like...
Considering that he seems to end up killing most of his lovers, I think maybe... I mean...
Oh, that's true.
Maybe Mom was the only lucky one to survive. I don't know. I don't know, man. Or maybe Mom was like so full of not love that when they had sex, it was just regular sex and he didn't consume anything.
Yeah, there was nothing to consume. And like, he was just being...
He was like, what?
Like, this is great, man. This is great. Like, told fuckboy. She's like, like...
Tapping her watch that doesn't exist
I have
yet.
flowers to deliver.
Let's see.
You have learned enough. Now you know what to do. Kill him. He is what I have feared the most, Rosa.
Oh, that's her title image. And I know people are gonna be angry about this, but it's that time.
I'm included!
Well, you know what? I'm so invested that even though it's sleep time for Coco, we shall continue. So see you guys next time.
Okay. Yes.
But
This is a different game. The point of the matter is, she didn't realize that she had actually answered the call instead of hung it up. So apparently they got to listen to 2 minutes of lead players acting out one of the sex scenes.
Oh god!
Which is, I believe, the reason why her Skype status message is not a furry.
I was wondering about that.
I believe that's why.
Deny it all you want, Maggie.